Hey guys, thanks again for joining us on our California vacation. And this day we headed off to the zoo. But before we went, we were at a new hotel, which is the Holiday Inn Express. And this was a really big upgrade from the hotel we were at in Anaheim. And so they actually had an open breakfast bar, which was so nice because we were getting kind of tired of those breakfast bars, just to be honest. And so we headed off to the zoo, and this is one of the places the kids were looking forward to the most, surprisingly.
Mommy,
It's a what?
Look, it's rainbow hair. Look at his face. It's so cute.
Mommy, so cute, rainbow hair.
Yeah, it's a rainbow hair.
We got there a little early, so we had time to look around the front and then the gift shops. And then this guy, look at him, with his legs crossed and ready to relax on this long walk through the zoo.
Here, I want to go get a better view. Sit down.
Oh, look at that.
What is that?
With so much more to see, we headed further into the zoo. And this guy, as you can tell, is super excited to get the day started.
Yeah, it smells really good.
You can smell it.
It's a barbaroo.
And Ollie, look. You're near the edge. You weren't even scared. You just stand straight in front of it, so your eyes are looking in it. There you go.
And now the hippos was the one animal that Oliver was looking for the last time we came, and we had searched the whole zoo. We didn't find it till the very end. And luckily we found it right in the beginning so he could see the little hippos, and he was really excited about that. And look how cute he is, this little guy. He's so cute. Looks like he's smiling.
He's eating.
Here's the hippo, Ollie.
And of course we had to see the big hippos as well. We found these a little later, but this was one of the highlights of the last time we came, so we made sure we found them.
Yeah.
And after the hippos, we headed over to the orangutan, or I guess monkey enclosure, because they had not only the orangutans, but this other monkey in there as well. And it was so cute because their baby orangutan was playing with the other monkey, and they were just having a blast watching them.
Monkey river. The big guy eats it. The black one's like, I'm out of here. Later. Like, I'm gonna take this. You're like, no, it's mine. That other one's so comfy. The other one's so comfy. He's kicking him. That's like Oliver and me wrestling. I'm like the little black one. You're like, get off. He's like, I pinned you. Wong, born April 17th, 1981.
And this poor little guy was stuck in this enclosure with the snake, so we're thinking he was lunch, but I don't know, the snake didn't seem too interested in the frog. Do snakes eat frogs? I don't know.
He thinks he's popular. Like, everyone's looking at me. Ollie, don't get too close. Wait, he's tagged up.
Oh, and I just noticed the tiger was actually marking its territory in this video. I thought he was just shaking, but he's actually shooting something. And then we headed off into this new area. I don't remember this being here last time, so this was kind of new. This was new for all of us. And I think it was like this African area, super cool, with this underwater fish area and also the penguins at the top.
Leopard shark? I don't know.
And there was this huge waterfall area. You could walk underneath it and through it. And the kids are just loved how the water splashed and just got all over the place. They just had fun in there. And these little lemurs were so cute. I'm not sure what the other one is called. I think it's a lemur of some sort, but they were like giving him stink eye, and like the other ones like wanted to come and join them for some reason, but they wouldn't let him.
It's a boo-boo.
The animals were doing a lot of interesting things this day. Like they were doing things, but by the time I picked up my camera to film it, they stopped doing whatever they were doing. So fortunately for me, I didn't catch much. But of course, these kids, all they wanted to do was snacks. So we had to stop a lot and let them rest and eat snacks and hydrate and then move on. Are you sure these monkeys aren't supposed to be in the cage as well? 'Cause look at them. And then we walked across this bridge because we wanted to get to the polar bear exhibit as fast as possible. And this was the fastest way, and it was really tall. This was really high up, and you could feel the bridge shaking, and Oliver was not at all happy about that. And then we made it to the polar bear area. The kids were super excited. I remember them coming into this area with the seals and popping up. And man, it's been so long since we've been here. I can't believe how big they've gotten since the last time we came.
My shoulders are too wide.
This is why we need to travel every year, because these kids grow up way too fast. And in my past work life, I used to sell ice machines. And so seeing this ice machine mounted on the side of the wall there, just dropping nugget ice right into the polar bear enclosure was pretty cool. I thought that was pretty nifty and less work for the workers to shovel the ice into the polar bear enclosure. And now these vultures, they were doing something strange, and of course I missed it. So I think they were like fighting or mating of some sort. The best part about this zoo, I feel, is that it's so big, but also the plant life here is just beautiful. Look at those pink flowers. They were pretty much everywhere in that Asian area, and Grayson wanted to stop off and take a picture with this tree because it reminded him of the Whomping Willow. And the kids kept seeing those huge buses driving along the pathways we were walking, so they really wanted to get on the bus. So I asked somebody, I didn't know the bus rides were free, and it takes you like on a tour of the whole zoo, kind of like a general view, so you can kind of see almost every main animal, and then afterwards you can go walk to the enclosures you want to look at, which I did not know the first time we came. So kids really enjoyed that because they got to see everything but didn't have to walk the hills. And after the bus ride, we headed over to the reptile walk because Oliver loves anything reptile.
The hummingbird, right there. See the hummingbird? He's eating the flower or the nectar. Right there. Oh, where'd he go? He flew away.
But after that, Mommy was getting a little hungry, so we headed over to the snack area in the front, and we stopped over at this place called the Sweet Shack because they had this donut burger that I was super interested in trying. It was a burger in a donut bun with a raspberry mayo, bacon, onion rings, and cheese, and it was really surprisingly good. I didn't have high hopes for it because of the weird sweet salty combination, but it was actually really good. Melded together very well. I highly recommend you go and try that burger when you're there.
Hi. Hey, what do you want? I don't know. Don't touch me. No.
Bite him. Bite him.
Is that the one you want? A picture of it.
I did.
Yeah.
Is that the one you want?
Yeah, it has rainbow hair.
Oh, yes, it does.
Yeah, it's so fluffy. And look outside.
That's right. The San Diego Zoo.
Look at the ear.
Yes, look at the ears. I see it.
Yeah, wait.
This kid really wanted this lion, so of course he doesn't really ask for much, so we decided to pick this up for him as one of his souvenirs to bring home. And after the zoo, there was still some daylight left, so we headed over into the museum area, which is the zoo is part of that museum park area, and we just decided to walk around a little bit because we were going to come here the next day to go to the Natural History Museum, so we figured we'd just kind of check it out. And it was really interesting. This first area is like an art district, and when you make it further into the museum park, they have these beautiful buildings that are so ornately decorated, very vintage, like it was just so beautiful to look at. It almost felt like we were not in California anymore. It's just the way the buildings were. It just looked so different. And I really enjoyed walking through this area because it was just so neat to look at all these different buildings.
Beautiful.
But the kids were getting a little bored because we were just looking at buildings and we weren't really going into any of the museums. So we headed off to get dinner after that. And we decided to go to Phil's Barbecue because I heard it was a really good and popular place. And lucky we did go when we did because we went really early, like kind of like an early dinner. And this place was hopping. It was full. There was a line out the door and the whole takeout, or I guess cafeteria style eating area was filled. I wasn't sure exactly how Phil's worked, but somebody asked if we wanted a table, not, just doing takeout. And so I raised my hand and they sat us by the bar area, which was nice for us because we didn't have to worry about standing at the counter and ordering anything. And so we ordered, of course, beer for the hubs because he had a long day. And was this barbecue really worth waiting for? I don't know. What do you think? We ordered the pork ribs and also the beef ribs. And those were the biggest ribs. Oh my God. I don't think I've even ever had beef ribs before. I've only had pork ribs. So these were really different and big. They're not as juicy tender as the pork ribs. But I guess that's because that's just the way it is. And we also ordered the coleslaw, the potato salad, which was really good as well. And of course the cornbread. Oh my God. It was so big. I couldn't believe how big this cornbread was. I thought it'd be just a slice, but it was a whole tray, and it was really good. I wish we had more room in our tummies to eat more of that cornbread because it was really good.
We survived the zoo and Disney and Knott's Berry and SeaWorld.
And check out this long line. Holy moly, good thing we came as early as we did. It was a really fun day. The kids enjoyed it. We enjoyed it. Thank you so much for joining us on our little California adventure to the San Diego Zoo. We hope you enjoyed it and we'll see you next time. Bye!